Chucky, wanna play?
What's the biz, everybody? It's your boy Vaker Maker, aka D. Ensley, and I'm here to give you some true shit review. So, I'm not a big horror guy, as I mentioned before in previous videos, but I did grow up on the Child's Play movies, so I do have a lot of nostalgia for them, as well as the killer doll himself, Chucky. 2023 not only marks the 25th anniversary of the fourth Child's Play movie, Bride of Chucky, it also marks the 35th anniversary of the very first movie. And the year is close to being over. I felt that now is the right time to come out with a review, celebrating the film that started it all for the Chucky / Child's Play franchise. And don't worry, this video will be the first of many TS reviews for Chucky. That's right, I plan on covering movies 1 through 7. I even plan on reviewing the Chucky TV series as well. And once I've done all of that, I might even do a video talking about the 2019 remake as well. So, when the first movie came out, I wasn't even conceived yet. I was born in 1993, so by that time, the series had already pumped out 2 sequels, Child's Play 2 and 3. My exposure to Chucky was actually Bride of Chucky. It was only after watching Seed of Chucky that I watched the first 3 films. Even then, I actually had watched Child's Play 3 before watching Child's Play 2, then finally 1. The reason for this was because on TV, the showtimes for the first Child's Play movie was rare, and you'd often see more reruns for Child's Play 2 and 3 than you would for the first one. Also, those of you who are subscribed to Peacock might notice that the streaming app has all of the Child's Play films except the 1988 film and its 2019 remake. Hell, the official YouTube channel for Chucky showcases all clips of all of the Child's Play films except those aforementioned films. Well, there's a reason for that. Child's Play was distributed by MGM, although the rights to the series were sold to Universal Pictures in 1990, beginning with the sequel Child's Play 2. MGM regained the rights to the first film, and as such, distributed the 2019 reboot. Basically, the reason why the YouTube channel doesn't show any clips of the 1988 movie is because the Chucky sequels and the TV show are all owned by Universal, but the original is owned by MGM. So I believe it's due to copyright reasons why the original isn't there. However, I'm not sure as to why Peacock doesn't have it on there, since it did indeed include it back in 2021, but for some reason they don't anymore. Maybe they had temporarily cut some deal with MGM and the deal expired. I'm not sure. Anyways, the original Child's Play was directed by Tom Holland. No, not that Tom Holland. Don Mancini, the man who's known as the series creator, co-wrote the screenplay alongside Tom Holland and the late John LaFia. The movie released in the United States on November 9th, 1988, and grossed more than $44 million, which was very impressive for a movie that had a production budget of $9 million. Also, due to the fact that the studio choosing not to release the film during Halloween, moving the release date closer to Veterans Day weekend was considered a controversial decision at the time. It eventually became United Artists' second highest grossing film of 1988, following Rain Man. Now, I could give you a full rundown on the history behind the production of this movie, but I'm not going to do that. Besides, there have been other reviewers who have already done it. Plus, I recommend checking out Dead Meat's review of Child's Play if you want all that. In these reviews of mine, I will give you guys some tidbits of behind the scenes info, but just not a whole lot of them compared to Dead Meat. And there is a very insightful documentary called Living with Chucky that came out in 2022, directed by Kara Ellis Gardner, daughter of the current head puppeteer Tony Gardner. It goes behind the scenes on the development of all 7 films, as well as give us an idea on what it was like growing up with the supernatural doll. I recommend checking that out as well. I had rented it on YouTube for about three or $4, I think, pretty cheap, and it's an hour and 45 minutes long. According to an interview with Mental Floss, Don Mancini first conceived of the Child's Play concept while studying as a film major at UCLA. Mancini was inspired by the consumerism of the 1980s and the effects of marketing on children based on his own experiences with his father, an advertising executive. Mancini's troubled relationship with his own father and his experiences of alienation as a gay man caused him to center the script around a child with a single mother and no father figure. He was also influenced by the Cabbage Patch Kids, the Trilogy of Terror, Magic, and of course the character of Freddy Krueger from the Nightmare on Elm Street and the Twilight Zone. The plot follows a widowed mother who gives a doll to her son, unaware that the doll is possessed by the soul of a serial killer. As some of you Chucky fanatics are already aware, Mancini's original script was titled Batteries Not Included, with the title later changed to Blood Buddy after it was discovered that a different film with the same name was being made. During production, it was nearly retitled again in order to avoid confusion with Sidney Lumet's 1972 horror film of the same name. It would have featured a doll filled with fake blood that would allow it to bleed if played with roughly, and it would have come alive after Andy mixed his own blood with the doll's. The doll would have represented Andy's suppressed rage and would have targeted his enemies. Mancini's original script would have had a whodunit story, which dealt with the effect of advertising and television on children. Mancini's original script was also written to toy with the audience a bit longer, making it ambiguous whether Andy or Chucky was the killer. The film's main protagonist, 6-year-old Andy Barkley, was portrayed by Alex Vincent. During audition, he competed against hundreds of boys, which was then narrowed down to Vincent and 2 other kids his age. During auditioning, he refused to swear in front of his mother. He impressed the producers and landed the role. And honestly, I think they made the right choice with the kid. I really gotta applaud the kid for his performance. He made everything he said believable. He made every scene he was in felt real. And yeah, it goes without saying, he's so effing adorable, which makes it even more painful seeing the boy go through so much trauma in this movie. Patrick Bromley said it best in a 2013 article that perhaps my connection to little Andy Barkley has a lot to do with my son being so close to his age. Watching him sob alone in his tiny hospital room feels like seeing my own kid cry. But not the kind of crying when he doesn't get his way or stubs his toe. It's the kind of crying informed by genuine sadness. There is a hopelessness to the way Alex Vincent plays that scene that it's impossible to reproduce. What makes his performance great is that it is totally effortlessly authentic. He is not manufacturing emotion or calculating his delivery. He is reacting purely in the moment. When they are best friends, he interacts with Chucky like it's an actual toy that he loves. The way he excitedly talks to the doll way too loudly when they first interact is another great moment in the movie.
A good guy! I knew it! I knew you'd get me one!
Show me how he works, okay?
Hi, I'm Andy. What's your name? Hi, I'm Chucky, and I'm your friend to the end. Heidi ho!
Wow, he's something, isn't he?
Oh, Mom, thanks!
You're welcome, honey.
When Chucky goes bad, Vincent's fear and even heartbreak is totally real.
But Chucky is here, and he's going to kill me!
I don't think it's an exaggeration to say that if it wasn't for Vincent's performance here, the movie wouldn't have worked as well as it did.